I googled my symptoms again. A Quietude story about anxiety. If someone checked your search history, they would think you're not doing well. They'd see, why does my heart beat harder when I lie on my left side? You tried switching to the right side for science. Then, can dehydration cause chest tightness? You drank half a bottle of water immediately after. Did not feel transformed. Scroll. How many heart palpitations per day is normal? You counted 3, then, while counting, you triggered 2 more. You briefly considered downloading a heart monitor app. You did not. Growth. Then it gets layered. Can anxiety cause physical symptoms even when you're not thinking about anything? Because you weren't thinking about anything. You were folding laundry, which is a suspiciously calm activity. Google says yes, you don't fully believe it, so you open Reddit. A stranger writes, I feel fine mentally, but my body acts like I'm being chased. You stare at that for a long time. That's it. That's the sentence. Further down. Is it normal to feel unsure in long-term relationship? You typed that after your partner said okay instead of okay smiley face. You analyze the missing emoji like a forensic linguist. You reread the conversation from 3 days ago. You noticed nothing. You noticed everything. Then, how do you know if you're settling or just comfortable? You were sitting on the couch when you typed that. No fight. No crisis. Just a thought. Anxiety does not wait for conflict. It invents it. Scroll more. Am I behind in life at 30 if not married? You added Reddit to the end. You always add Reddit to the end. You trust strangers with usernames like existential_penguin more than polished articles. You read a thread where someone your age just bought a house. You closed it. You opened your banking app. That was unnecessary. Further down, the shift gets wider. Why do I always feel like something bad is about to happen? No event prompted that. You were brushing your teeth. There's something about mint toothpaste that invites existential dread. You stood there staring at yourself in the mirror like you were waiting for news. No news arrived, just foam. And then, my personal favourite. Why do I Google everything when I feel weird? The internet gently informed you that this is reassurance seeking. You felt exposed and slightly validated. What's interesting is how one small sensation becomes a full audit. Your heart skips. Within 10 minutes you are researching cardiology, reconsidering your relationship, comparing life milestones, calculating your retirement, wondering if you have underlying unresolved trauma, all because your chest made one dramatic thud. That's efficiency. You never Google, why am I fine most of the time? You don't search, evidence that my life is stable. You don't type, signs that nothing catastrophic is happening. Because anxiety doesn't search for peace. It searches for confirmation, just in case. But here's what's quietly undeniable. You've Googled variations of the same fears for years. Chest pain, uncertainty, falling behind, impending doom. You've survived all of them. Every dramatic headline, every rare disease rabbit hole, every relationship analysis spiral. Your search history is a graveyard of things that did not happen. That's not theoretical. That's factual. You're still here, heart beating, relationship existing, life continuing in its painfully ordinary way. Maybe anxiety isn't trying to ruin your life. Maybe it just hates unpredictability. And unfortunately, life is mostly that. So it prepares, it scans, it opens tabs, it forgets to close them. If someone checked your search history, they'd see fear, but they'd also see effort. You're trying to understand your body, trying to protect your future, trying not to make irreversible mistakes. That's not weakness. That's someone who cares a little too intensely. Be honest. What's the most unnecessary thing you've Googled just to be safe? Drop it in the comments. Let's normalize the 1 a.m. investigations. It's less embarrassing when we admit we're all detectives of nothing.